This is the first time that I've been to this lake. I've heard a lot about it, and I wanted to experience it for myself. There was some hesitation at first going to the lake, but then I just decided that there's no such thing as the perfect time. You just have to go. It was so peaceful after a while. I just started walking, and I got past all the grass area, and I came to this walkway that took me onto the lake. As you can see, it's very old wood. It's quite shallow. You can see the reeds coming out of the water. And the water is so relaxing and so calm. It's just gently lapping up against the shore. And this boardwalk is used for bird sightings. People will walk out onto it to spot different species of birds. And, well, you'll see some of these birds in the video. They're mostly small birds that fly low to the surface to catch fish and to catch small insects that are attracted to the water surface. This is actually quite a spooky walking around through the bush and walking on the walkway. I didn't know where it was heading, so I just kept filming, and I didn't know if there was going to be something interesting around the corner. That's why I just kept shooting. And as you can see, there's lots of water that goes all over the place. I found the reeds as I started walking to the edge of the lake. They were so tall, taller than me, in fact, and they were gently swaying in the breeze. It was starting to rain as well. Every now and then there'd be a downpour of rain, and I'd have to find shelter. There were a lot of tree stumps and dead trees near the water's edge. The bark was flapping gently in the breeze, almost like paper. There was toadstools growing and fungus growing on the dead branches of fallen trees. I miss those days. But any time that I could get back to those experiences, I would relish them, and I was glad that I had taken part in those explorations, exploring. I found a path that led me to the water's edge. There were a lot of mosquitoes buzzing around, but it didn't bother me. I just brushed them away so I could look out onto the lake. It was there that I spotted a bird that was fishing. I don't know what kind of fish are in the lake, but it could see something and it was trying to dive down. I wasn't going to jump into the lake. That would be foolish. But it was then that I saw the bird emerge from the water, survey the area, and dive back down. It could have been fishing for tadpoles or frogs or small fish. I'm not quite sure of what kind of species of fish call this lake home. It was getting dark and the light was fading, so I thought that I should get back to the path. A lot of trees have shed their leaves. They create a ghoulish look with their bare leaves. Their branches overhang the path. Tiny specks of sun break through the trees to light the path. I needed to keep going to find my way out. I had to get out. I couldn't stay there much longer because these feelings were starting to take hold of me. Feelings of anxiety, feelings that shouldn't be there, and something deep down inside of me was telling me that if I could get out of this place, that my problems would go away. It could be said, the same thing could be said about any problems that you're facing at the moment, any anxieties that you feel. If you don't want to experience them, you just have to say to yourself, why am I thinking this way? Why do I dwell on these anxious thoughts? They serve